Thank you, everyone. So hopefully, in this place and anywhere in the world, there are a lot of people who like what they do, a lot of people like what they have, and very little, a small portion of everybody do not like the things they have. Let me start with a question for you guys. Do you guys like your names? Is there anybody between you that do not like their names? Oh, you. What's your name? What's your name? Mara. Why you don't like your name? Okay, because it's not very common. Who else? I saw another hand. Why you don't like your name? Very difficult to pronounce. Okay, so that's the only reason. Okay, what about the meaning of your names? Is there anybody here who doesn't like the meaning of their name? So guess what? My name is Setareh. Basically, in Arabic, Setareh is hard to say. So I've been called Setara a lot of times, which means curtain in Arabic. What about that? Do you really like to be called a curtain or a chair? Imagine if your name is Fatma, but they call you a chair. How does that feel? So that's okay if you are called your name and it's a bit hard to pronounce it, but you're not being called curtain. Going to Qatar University for 4 years, every day in each and every class, I was called Sitara, and I used to be like, okay, fine, I'm attending your class, professor. I had no other choice. That was the only thing. But guess what? That was actually a very good thing for me. At the beginning, I hated my name. I was like, it's hard to say it. It's hard to tell people. It's hard to pronounce it, only because it's a Farsi name. I'm from Iran, so that's very typical to be called a Farsi name or a Persian name. But here, living in an Arabic country, it was a bit hard to, But it was fine. It was the entrance to everybody's, surrounding, everybody's character, everybody's heart, because my name was basically different. So if you are like me, don't worry, because it's fine. You're going to be enjoying it later. Let's talk about your dream jobs. Have you thought about your dream jobs? Do you know what is a dream job? Today, I'm going to talk about what is my dream job, what is my story, or what was my story, because it kept changing. As a matter of fact, as I said, I went to Qatar University. Qatar University was an amazing one. I studied computer science and engineering, but I realized when I was studying, I was like, do I really want to be an engineer? I didn't really know, because I was like, okay, I'm doing computer programming, and then what's going to happen after that? What I'm going to do? So I started taking courses, certificates, so many certificates until I graduated. Right after I graduated, I started working because I was a fresh graduate. I was like, let me just try this. I worked as a customer service representative in a telecommunication company. So guess what was happening? I was at the reception. Whoever comes to me, they either want to buy a number or they want my number. So I was like, did I do all of these certificates and a bachelor in engineering just to distribute my number to people? Is that what I want to do? Is that my dream job? I didn't really know. And then on the other hand, I was looking for jobs constantly, and programming is not an easy area. It's very hard to get jobs in computer engineering. It was all the geeks who get the jobs, and they're all coming from other sides of the world. And I was a fresh graduate. I had no other choice, right? I'm just continuing doing this customer service. But it's okay because I am working, yeah? We have to be always appreciative. I was very appreciative that I'm working at that time. Eventually, I was like, that's it. I applied to 350 companies. All of them were local companies. I was sending bulk emails to everywhere. Out of all of these companies, 350 names, the least expected called me. That was an oil and gas servicing company. My dream job came. System engineer. I was employed, happy, really amazing salary, really amazing job, really amazing team, international team. So I started working in front of a PC, coding. Is that what I want? I really didn't know. I kept coding, 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 coding. 3 years down the line, they saw potential in me, so they moved me into management. And I was like, okay, fine, let's learn things by book, because this is the way my character is. I look for things to learn it by book. I went back to school again. I did my MBA. I graduated from MBA. I came back and continued doing management. It was not long until I kind of concentrated on myself and my health, and I'm like, what is this? I'm not fine. I was so stressed. My cholesterol was high. I was always kind of in the same shape, but high cholesterol, that was really tiring and sad. I used to take pills. And every time I go for my checkup, they are like, you're so young, why are you taking this? And I didn't know it was the stress of work. So again, just looking at my health, I was like, let's learn things by book. I went back, I studied health. I took so many certificates, health, 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 health. Eventually, I started learning about fitness, because that was just going hand in hand with health. I did not really stop there. I started talking about health. I started talking online, talking offline, giving workshops, and it was really amazing for me. Then I look at my job, the job that I used to think is my dream job. Is that the dream job? Do I still want to do that? Downturn in oil and gas industry, and it was not doing fine. The stress was like something you don't want to live. My dream job was a horror movie job. I didn't like it at all. Thank God I left that job, and I affected people around me just by talking about health. At the beginning, my mom used to look at my food and say, what are you eating? Is that bird food? I had like this corner in our kitchen with my own food. And I'm talking about like 4 or 5 years ago, it was not that trendy. By time, my mom got convinced because she saw the lifestyle change in me. I stopped taking pills. My friends, thanks to them, they did support me to take on this to a second level. And that was the time that I actually started building my online presence, and my account was born on social media. I started businesses. I just left that business. I started businesses. Some of them failed, some of them continued. And I was kind of happy because I am accomplishing. I am being out there. I am being listened to. I've been looking at. People know me. Oh, yes, that's my dream job. That's what I actually want. It wasn't long enough that I felt like something is missing again. I was an oil and gas engineer, so the income was amazing. Do I expect the same now? I expect the same and more. Is it actually happening? No, I need to mold it, because I know this is something that I really like to do. I like to talk to people. I like to influence people. I like to pass messages. I like to see changes. I like to be positive. So I did it. I fought for it. I'll do it. That's what was in my mind. I'll do it. I don't know how. I just did it. I continued this for 3 years. Now that I'm standing here, it's the 4th year that I'm doing the same thing. But it was not easy. It needed so much courage. It needed so much mindfulness. But I just continued. Now, what am I doing now? I'm doing lifestyle, because I had to change a bit from health into lifestyle. Why did I do that? Because I had to fight for my ground. What I want you guys to learn today is this. Your raw material, basically when you want to build something, you have raw material first, right? You have to build this big building. You need blocks, you need this, you need that, you need so many things. For you, before looking at your dream job, you need to build it. You need to take certificates, you need to go to university, you need to be you need to have desires. For myself, I had all of these, and I thought I had the dream job because I was getting all of them. Dream job, money, traveling, lifestyle, all of them were there. But what was missing was the engine. So for all of you sitting here, You are building your raw material, and I'm sure you will be all successful because you'll do your certificates, you'll do your universities, and it's fine for your dream job to change. It's fine for you today to want to be a doctor, and when you graduate, you want to be a singer. That's totally okay. Because this thing is your engine within you. It doesn't come outside, it doesn't come on a paper, it's your engine. You mold it, you shape it the way that you like it to be. And then what you get, you call it dream job. So the homework for you guys today is to think, what is your dream job? Deeply define it, deeply know it, deeply sense it. If you don't have the engine, build your engine by yourself, because you are the responsible. And once you define it, you can move forward.